Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hamska Academy. Today, we are going to discuss about the interaction of the tribal groups with the traders and money lenders. The tribal groups used to interact with the traders and money lenders. How they used to interact and why they used to interact. The tribal groups needed certain goods, certain products which are not available in the forest. So these people used to come to the forest or come to the place near the forest and sell their produce. At the same time, there are also the forest tribals who carry the valuable goods from the forest and sell it to the traders. So there are certain products which are not available in the forest, so they need to get them from outsiders. So they need to interact with the traders. At the same time, they also used to carry the forest produce which is produced in the forest and sell it to the traders. The traders used to sell certain important items which the tribals needed. At the same time, the traders also used to purchase the forest produce which is brought by the traders. So along with this, the money lenders also used to interact with the tribals by giving them loans. The rate of interest for the loan is really very high. So the rate of interest is being very high. So most of the tribal societies used to get trapped in this debt and led to poverty. So the traders used to sell them at very high rate and used to purchase the forest goods at very low cost, and the money lenders used to give loan for them at very high rate of interest. So these interactions with merchants and traders are usually meant for debt and resulted in the poverty for the tribal society. Hence, the money lenders and the traders were seen as evil outsiders. They are considered as evil outsiders. Why they are considered as evil outsiders? Because these people are the cause for the misery of the tribal people. They are not only exploiting the innocence of the tribal societies, but they are also making them to work for very less wages. That's why the money lenders and the traders are considered as the evil outsiders by the tribal societies. What is the status of a tribal chief? In most of the tribal areas, the tribal chiefs are very, very important people. They enjoyed a considerable economic power and also the rights to administer, control their territory, and some chiefs also used to have their own police system. So the tribal chiefs are very, very powerful in the tribal societies. They had administration powers, territorial powers, economic powers, and also the police powers in some of the tribal societies. They used to decide what are the rules of the land and how is the forest management that has to be done. Now these all are done before the Britishers have come. Before the Britishers have taken the control of the forests or entered into the picture, we had the tribal chiefs exhibiting considerable power on the economic, administration, territorial, and also rules of land and forest management. But once the Britishers have started to influence the forests, the tribal chiefs' role changed considerably. They lost the power of administration. They lost the power of territorial authority. They have to pay tributes, certain amount of gifts to the British. They were also expected to discipline their people on behalf of the British. However, they were allowed to keep their land titles over the cluster of villages and they could rent them out because they already agreed to pay certain amount as tribute to the Britishers. Thus, the authority of the tribal chief significantly got reduced under the colonial rule. You can see here The PPT shows you the details. Before the Britishers, they had enjoyed considerable economic power, right to administer, control his territory, maintain own police system, and also decide on the local rules of land and forest management. But after the Britishers have come, they have lost the administrative powers, forced to follow the laws which are made by the British, pay tributes, expected to discipline their people, allowed to keep the titles of the land and rent them out, but they have to pay certain amount to the Britishers, and the authority of the tribal chiefs got considerably reduced under the colonial. So we discussed in this part of the video how the money lenders and the traders used to exploit the tribal societies. They used to give them loans at very high rate of interest and force them to work for very less wages. They used to sell the products at very high cost and used to purchase from them at very low cost. And similarly, we also saw how the tribal chiefs have lost their prominence in the tribal societies after the arrival of the Britishers.